नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर्गोविंद सर्वकारण कारणम। ओम तत्सत्। Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the King of Secrets, Raja Guhyam. By Krishna's causeless mercy, now we are successfully studying in the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the three divisions of faith. Now we are understanding very clearly about the food, ahara, in the mode of three modes of nature, and also yajna, dana, tapa, karma. That is the acts of charity, austerity, and sacrifice. Yajna, dana, tapa, karma. So Krishna is teaching us everything very clearly, and now also Krishna is teaching us that Om Tat Sat. So we are studying about the meaning of Om Tat Sat. Because before we perform this yajna, dana, tapa, karma, we should utter that word Om Tat Sat. That's very important. So that way we are invoking, we are remembering Krishna. So by studying this Bhagavad Gita, understanding the entire message, instructions given by Krishna, we will be able to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on Krishna's name. That's a very practical process. When we chant Hare Krishna, focusing our mind on the sound vibration, that is a very practical process. Which Krishna is teaching us very clearly in the 6th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. And anything for us in this life to become expert, we need to first get training. So anything, even on job, also a lot of training is needed. Even if a person studies some good professional degree, but still when he goes to the job, the training is needed. Especially if we have more experience, that means we are very well trained on the job. Our performance will be great, very nice, if we have more experience. So that's why the companies, when they recruit, they are also looking for experienced professional. But in this material world, some kind of repetitive experience, maybe by age, one's efficiency will go down. But that's not the case when we talk about this Bhagavad Gita. That's what we need to understand. So we need to understand that very well. This practice of chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, with experience, more experience, our mind will become more stable. Because in the 6th chapter, Krishna taught us that Yato yato nischalati manaschanchalam astiram tatasato niyamyeta tatmanyeva vasam nayat. From wherever the mind wanders, yato yato nischalati means it's wandering. From wherever the mind wanders, manas chanchalam astiram. The mind which is flickering and unsteady. Chanchalam astiram. So chanchalam is flickering, astiram, it is unsteady. So the mind which is flickering and unsteady, wherever it wanders, tatas tato niyam yaita. From there, we should control. Niyamya. Niyamya means control, regulate. Niyamya. Atmanyeva vasam nayet. So we need to bring it under the control of our self. From wherever the mind wanders due to its flickering and unsteady nature, one must withdraw it and bring it back under the control of the self. At the time of chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, we are doing exactly the same practice, nothing else. That practice only. Focusing our mind where it is going. Wherever it goes, bring it back. Because we don't want it to go anywhere else. Because it's no use by going here and there, we are not going to get anything. Bring it back. And focus it on Krishna. Because that's what is needed for us. Our mind should go only after Krishna, not on anything else. So wherever it goes, bring it back and focus it on Krishna. So that is the practice. So that if we keep on doing that practice over a long period of not only just time in this life, long period of many, many births. Because what we are training is our mind. Because this training is going to stay with the mind only, which is going to come with us to the next life. The other training, what we are doing, we are getting experience training on our karmendriyas. It's not simply the mind. For example, while driving same road every day, so doing multiple tasks at that time, maybe talking on phone, of course, not directly keeping it on our ears, maybe Bluetooth, talking on phone, on things like that. So we are able to focus on different things, and maybe repetitive activities, what we do, somebody who is running or playing some games or whatever it is. Of course, we don't want to give such materialistic examples, but that is the reality in this material world. If somebody is repeatedly, when he does, then it is kind of programmed in the brain that neural network will be just, adjust everything to that. So then when that action comes, automatically the hand goes, legs goes, whatever it needs to be done, even without ourselves realizing or thinking that we are doing it, we'll automatically do it. So that is the training. But that kind of experience, that kind of training, when we die, it's all gone with this body. Not only when we die, when we get old, when our karmendriyas are not very effective, we can't even do anything, because the brain, there are so many different disorders will come. So at that point of time, we can't, our senses, our nervous system itself is going to become weak, because everything is what we are doing, karmendriyas, it's all through current flow through the neurons, basically. That is called as electrochemical potential. So through that only it passes to our brain, and from our brain to our karmendriyas. So that's how it works. When a person gets old, there is a lot of these nerves will become weak, and also, like anything, when we pass, it has to be insulated, so it passes, like myelination, it's called as. So that will also become like broken, and it will not pass easily. So all kinds of disorders will come when a person gets old, especially with brain. So Alzheimer's, so dementia, so many different types of problems, issues will come definitely. But all this experience, what we gain in this world, it's all going to end in this life. And next time we need to again redo and practice and gain that experience. Even a child is born and practice is required to turn around and then to crawl and then to stand up and then to walk and then to run. So a lot of practice is required for the child. That's how the child then also to learn the language, to speak and everything. A lot of practice, years of practice are needed. That we call it as the development stage. All these things practice. So the practice what we give to our mind, chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, focusing our mind on Krishna, from wherever our mind goes and bringing it back and focusing it on Krishna. So that practice will stay with us not only until the end of this life, it will also continue in our next life also. So Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita, we will do that kind of practice life after life after life. Our mind will continuously becoming very much purified, and we will gain more and more control on our mind in every life, because that's very important. We need to practice. Then only our mind can come under our control. Otherwise, our mind will be simply carried away, just like that. So, aneka janma samsiddhaga prayatnatyatamastu yogi samruddha kilbishaga aneka janma samsiddhaga tato yati param gathi. Aneka janma, many births we will practice and purify our mind. It takes many lifetimes. Tatra tam buddhi samyogam labate paurvadehikam yatate chatato bhuyaga samsiddhau kurunandana. So whatever yogam, whatever achievement we get in this life, we will continue from our next life. So that's what we need to understand. So that way, in this effort, whatever progress we are making, it's continuously staying with us, and we are making progress towards Krishna. And so that way, controlling our mind by chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, by focusing our mind on Krishna, by fixing our mind on Krishna. So this makes sure, this will help us to make sure that we are not forgetting Krishna, and we are making progress towards Krishna. So our life will be very useful. If we do that, then we are making use of this life. We are making use of this human body. If we do that kind of practice, chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focusing our mind on Krishna, so that means we are making use of this human body. So that's what we should continue to do. We should never miss this opportunity. This great opportunity, what we got, we should continue. So then by Krishna's causeless mercy, because Krishna is always with us, Krishna knows how much progress we are making. Like any like in like when a person studies in the class, they test and grade and everything. We know how much progress we made, and we get passed and go to the next grade and keep going, progressing, all such things. So like that here, Krishna is actually continuously monitoring our progress in spiritual life, and Krishna is helping in each and every step. And Krishna is making our life very, very easy so that we can continuously make progress. So that's all can happen with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge only. Even we can take each one of us, actually. Compared to the time when we started this Bhagavad Gita and now, how much progress we made, we can easily find out. Like our faith on Krishna, if we believe in Krishna more now, we can know, we can definitely. That's the reason we are continuously coming and studying this Bhagavad Gita without stopping. We are making progress. Especially our studied Bhagavad Gita once completely. Now we are trying to study second time also. We are now in the 17th chapter. And myself, many, many times I taught this cycle of Bhagavad Gita also for the last 20 plus years. So, in fact, I started studying Bhagavad Gita 32 years ago. So, that way, Krishna's causeless mercy compared to ourselves not knowing any sloka in Bhagavad Gita, not knowing anything about what Krishna is teaching in Bhagavad Gita, and now how much we know, how many chapters, and what Krishna taught us, everything is so clear, very clear. We have progressed so much in this effort to study and understand Bhagavad Gita. This is not an ordinary thing. We are definitely making use of this human body towards Goloka, going ourselves to Goloka. So now we are successfully studying in the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita by Krishna's causeless mercy. Krishna is teaching us everything what we are supposed to do. We just have to follow that. That's it. Just follow Krishna's instructions. Krishna is saying very clearly in Bhagavad Gita that you just think of me, then I will take care of all your problems. That's it. We can actually I have mentioned this so many times in the past that we can feel, we can experience Krishna's mercy in our life. We can definitely, we can feel, we can experience Krishna's mercy. He gives us the knowledge what we need. He uses the strength, memory. Krishna is taking care of us all the time. That's what we need to understand. Krishna's causeless mercy is showering upon us. So when everything is, time is right, when all the situation is very favorable, we need to make use of it and make devotees everywhere. That's what is needed. So Bhagavad Gita knowledge takes us to Goloka, there is no doubt. So now we are successfully studying in the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So in the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, we finished 24 slokas. So in the sloka number 23, Krishna is teaching us that Om Tat Sat Iti Nirdesho Brahmanas Trividaha Smrtam Smrtaha Brahmanastena Vedascha Yajnascha Vihitaha Pura Om Tat Sat Iti Nirdesho. So, Om Tat Sat. So, these three words, so they refer to Brahman, that is Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Brahmanas Trividaga Smrta. And Brahmanas, by using these words, Tena Vedascha Yajnascha Vigitaha Pura. So, in all the, when they utter Vedas, when they perform sacrifices, say they use all these three words, Om Tat Sat. That's what Krishna is also asking us to do. When we do yajna, when we perform yajna, means when we do anything for Krishna, all the things we need to say Om Tat Sat. So, in fact, Krishna in the next three slokas explaining what is Om, Tat and Sat. We already studied about Om in the sloka yesterday, previous class. From the beginning of creation, the three words Om, Tat, Sat were used to indicate the supreme absolute truth. These three symbolic representations were used by Brahmanas while chanting the hymns of the Vedas and during sacrifices for the satisfaction of the Supreme. Then in the next sloka, Krishna is teaching us, because Krishna has already taught us about the yajna, dana, tapa, everything. Now Krishna is teaching us, before you perform yajna, dana, tapa, you need to say Om Tat Sat. Tasmad Omitte Omitudakritya Yajnadana Tapaka Kriya Pravartante Vidanuktaha Satatam Brahmavadina. Therefore, Tasmad Omiti Udakritya. So by mentioning this, by chanting the Om, so before starting any yajna, dana, tapa, kriya, before we perform any acts of sacrifice, charity, and austerity, so as mentioned in the Vedas, in the scriptural injunctions, Vidanoktaha. So one must begin pravartante. All the activities one must begin by uttering the mantra Om. So that's what always Brahmanas do. Brahmavadina. So Brahmavadi means who are talking about Brahman, the supreme Brahman, like Mayavada, like that it's Brahmavada. So Brahmavadina, one should be a Brahmavadi, not a Mayavadi. One should be a Brahmavadi. So Satatam, always, they always begin all kinds of activities only by saying Om. So that's what is very important. Therefore, transcendentalists undertaking performances of sacrifice, charity, and penance in accordance with scriptural regulations begin always with Om to attain the Supreme. Then in the next sloka, Krishna is continuing. Tadditi anabhishandaya palam yajnatapaha kriya dana kriyascha vividaha kriyante moksha kankshibhihi. So Tat refers to, like Krishna only. Tat iti anabhisandaya means without, anabhisandaya palam means without any attachment to the results. Yajna tapaha kriyaha dana kriyascha. So again, this acts of sacrifice, austerity, and charity, vividaha, many varieties of, very various types of, kriyante, moksha kankshibhi. So those who desire the liberation, moksha kankshibhi, so they will perform that. So what Krishna said, without desiring fruitive results, one should perform various kinds of sacrifice, penance, and charity with the word Tat. So with the word Om, we are remembering Krishna, offering to Krishna. With the word Tat, so we are not getting attached to any results of our activities. That's what is very important. So in the previous sloka, with the word Om, always Satatam Brahma Vadinam, always they utter Om, and then Tat refers to not having any attachment to the results at all. So that's why without desiring fruitive results, one should perform various kinds of sacrifice, penance, and charity with the word Tat. The purpose of such transcendental activities is to get free from material entanglement. So that's why moksha kankshibhi. Krishna is causeless mercy. We have successfully finished this sloka number 25 in the 17th sloka. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Mahendra Shukla Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Dandavad Pranams Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Rajeshwari Mataji, Hare Krishna.
ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா குருஜி. விளக்கம் எல்லாம் ரொம்ப அற்புதமா நல்லா இருந்தது. நடுவுல கேட்கவே முடியல. அப்புறம் இன்னைக்கு எப்படியோ ஜாயின் பண்ணிட்டேன். நல்லா இருந்தது. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கிளாஸா இருந்தது.
ஹரே கிருஷ்ண மாதாஜி. ஹரே ராம். ஹரே கிருஷ்ண. ஹரே கிருஷ்ண. ஜோதி மாதாஜி, ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா. सर्वेश्वर विष्णु प्रभु, हरे कृष्ण.
हरे कृष्ण गुरुजी, दंडवत प्रणाम गुरुजी.
दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु.
हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण
कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम
राम राम
हरे हरे.
दंडवत प्रणाम गुरुजी.
दंडवत प्रणाम प्रभु. Vrinda Mataji,
Hare Krishna Guruji. Yes, thank you Guruji for the class. That Om Tat Sat is very good to remember. Everything begins with Krishna and it's all come from the Vedas. We are getting all the knowledge as is written. Yes, Guruji. Krishna's Vani, this Bhagavad Gita, he himself is telling us, Guruji.
Exactly, yes, Mother.
So it's so nice that you are helping us understand all this, Guruji. We've only heard, yes, many times, Om Tat Sat, but never really known its true meaning.
Yes, Mother.
So we must repeat this Om Tat Sat.
Whenever we do any service to Krishna, yes, Mother. That's what
yes, Guruji. Very nice, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji, for the class. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class. Thank you for keeping us in Krishna consciousness.
Yes, Mataji. It's Krishna's mercy. We are able to study Bhagavad Gita regularly. Yes, Mataji.
Join a little late, Guruji. I'll follow on YouTube.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, okay.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna. Ganesh Urupa Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, when this statement comes in Advaita philosophy, Brahmam Satya Jagan Mithya. So this Jagat Mithya statement is there, Prabhuji, in Bhagavad Gita?
Mithya means it's eternal. It is
Mithya
always.
means not false,
Means it's
right?
always.
False.
No.
Jagat is false, right? Anything is not right. I saw Jagat,
what is it? Jagat,
temporary.
Jagat,
Ashashvatam is there. Mhm.
Jagat Nitya, Anitya. You are saying Anitya is temporary, not
Mithya. Brahman Satya Jagat Mithya, one statement is there.
Okay. Brahman is
In
the truth.
Shankaracharya
Nitya means
statement.
is the truth. Nitya means Jagat is temporary. Yes.
Temporary is there in Bhagavad Gita, but Mithya is not there, Prabhuji. Is there Mithya?
Nitya, that's what I need to look at that statement. Nitya means eternal. So I don't know. Brahman.
Is it Mithya translation eternal or Sat is eternal?
Mithya, it's not okay. Mithya you are saying. What is that, Prabhu? Brahman Satyama.
Brahmam Satya Jagat Mithya.
Mithya, not Nitya. Okay.
Not Nitya. Mithya. Mitya.
Okay.
Mithya means false in translation.
Mithya, not Nitya. Mithya means it's false. Yeah, Brahman is supreme. Yeah, okay. I heard it as Nitya.
Brahman Satya means Brahma is true, Jagat is untrue.
False.
Or
Yeah.
false.
False means it's temporary. It's not false. It is there, but it is not. Permanent.
It is temporary, but it is existing.
Yeah. One is eternal, another is temporary. Yes.
Mithya meaning comes as false, untrue.
Yeah.
But it is true one. Jagat is
but
true
in Bhagavad
only.
Gita, there is no Mithya. The word Mithya never comes in Bhagavad Gita sloka. But your question was
Anitya is there. Anitya Asukam is there. Bhagavad Gita.
There is Anitya. Yeah, Anitya. Anitya is temporary, not
Anitya
permanent. Anitya means not permanent.
So one day it will be gone, our world.
Yeah, everything is gone. Yes,
because it is manifesting and unmanifesting, no?
Yes, bro.
World is manifesting and unmanifesting, as Krishna says.
Yes, bro.
So this statement is wrong then?
No. In what perspective it says, it may be right only.
Oh, what perspective? This is Shankaracharya statement in Advaita philosophy.
That is correct.
Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya. One great statement is there.
Yes,
this only to make us away
but for
from
us,
the world.
For us, everything given in Bhagavad Gita is enough. There is no need to study anything else.
And just I was thinking the statement how
Mithya is illusory. It's illusory.
Maya. Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, Pranam.
Pranam, Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Interesting session today. I thoroughly enjoyed. The beginning, you have explained beautifully that when our mind wanders, flickering and non-steady, and then to control it, and the chanting of Hare Krishna mantra will help us. And with the chanting and with the experience, and we can have the control over the wandering mind, and it will help us with the in birth by birth. The experiences will help us to go to Goloka. Thank you, Guruji. Your wonderful class. The way you explain is really interesting. Thank you, Guruji. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Lakshmi Sridhar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji, Pranam Guruji.
Pranam Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
By the costless mercy of Sri Krishna, today, though I joined late, I could pick up in the middle the Bhagavad Gita class. From where I learned, I listened to is the mind which is always wavering. Then we have to bring it back by focusing on Krishna, by chanting Hare Krishna mantra. We have to train our mind. This training to mind is different than other training, which is for the karmendriyas, which ends with death. Practice given to mind, training given to mind, is by focusing on Krishna. Will stay with us and carry it to next life also. Repeated practice we are giving to mind will help in focusing on Krishna. Many births we practice and purify our mind. We make progress towards Krishna continuously. Thus, we are making use of this opportunity. Krishna knows the progress what we make in the spiritual life. Krishna makes our life very easy. All this happens with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. We have been making progress in this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Krishna is teaching us everything. Krishna tells us, you just think of me and I will take care of everything. Krishna showers his mercy on us. And today's 17th chapter, 23rd sloka, it told about Om Tat Sat, which is the indication of Supreme Lord, Eternal Lord, Absolute Truth. The three words refer to the Brahman, the Absolute Truth. Brahmanas use them in Vedas. Krishna also asked us to utter these words during yajnas while performing sacrifice to the Supreme Lord. In the 24th sloka, it is given that, therefore, beginning with Om, before starting yajna, dana, tapa, karma, as per spiritual injunctions, the transcendentalists begin with Om. Brahmana, Vadis also begin all activities with Om. In today's sloka, 25th sloka, it is told about Tat, which refers to the thing without performing, act of charity, austerity, everything without desiring fruitive results, without any attachments, then deriving liberation with the word Tat to get free from material entanglements. Very nicely understood. Thank you very much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Shah Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare
Nice class. Really, we are extremely enlightened and by the mercy of, by the grace of yours, and that Prabhupada has nicely described about the Gita, and we are fortunate to release that kind of taste of Gita. Really, we have to, the nectar, ambrosia, we are always getting by your mercy, from your obeisance. So really, we are very grateful that these slokas are very important as you daily repeat and revise and enlighten us by this spiritual journey. We are on the process. So this Tattva, Raja, Tama, how to get the balance, how to maintain the balance. This is the order of the day. This is the go of the world. So Lord Krishna is very merciful, and about that the mind is how from Visarna to Prasada. So you are at the beginning, we are Visarna. Now you are entering into Prasad, means totally enjoying the nectar, and really, and that we are fortunate enough here. I will try my best to be absorbed. So mentally it will give it disturbed. So really I can understand. So I have to be more and more enlightened by this knowledge, and you are very much not perturbed or totally stira, not achala, and totally unmovable. And from your approach to spread the message of Gita till today, from your student career till now, you are not disturbed. So, totally dedicating your life for the service of the welfare of the society, to wield a right society, to be a divine being, how to transform in the right being, and that. Thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Sadata naman, naman, naman.
Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan. Please.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna